doing this interview. And could you just introduce yourself, a little bit of what you do, and your hobbies?
Okay, my name is Jiselle. I'm from Singapore, and I grew up in the US for a big part of my life, hence the accent. My hobbies is what I do right now, which is baking. I really like to make food. I actually like baking and cooking. And yeah,
What's the name of your startup?
it's called Oui Ooi. And the reason I couldn't decide how to name my bakery. In fact, when I asked all my friends for it, they came up with really funny, punny, crazy, cheesy ones, and I just wanted something with my name in it, but something really classy. And people always butcher my last name in the US because it's OOI, and they always go, "Oh, Jiselle Ooi," or Giselle. They would just never pronounce it. And then it only happened when I went to Paris that I realized, hey, my last name sounds like oui, like yes in French. And yes is a very positive word, and I wanted to add it to my name, so it was Oui Oui.
Oh, oui,
Oui
oui.
Oui. Oui. Yeah.
So, parlez-vous français?
Oui, oui, oui. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so why did you decide to start up your own business rather than continuing your corporate job?
I didn't like what I was doing before. It wasn't me. I think maybe I started working in a corporate job just to try and know that I've tried before I jumped into something that was more risky and in general. I mean, I would say I didn't like my corporate job. It definitely taught me a lot of things that I'm using today. But it also proved to me that I think I'm better off trying something else for myself. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your business. Is it home-based or?
It's home-based, yeah. It's home-based for now, only because I really wanted to take this time to find recipes that I think that are really good, and I get to test it with friends and family and just people that find me through my Instagram and my website, which is coming up soon. They are more intimate because they talk to you more when they want something. So they will come back to me and they'll tell me how they like my cakes or my tarts, and they'll be like, oh, it's a bit too sweet, maybe not my kind of thing. And so I will know, because what I like might not be what you like. And so they're able to give me feedback so I can tweak my recipes. Whereas if I started a retail store, I would be more stressed about how I'm going to pay rent. And I think I'll be pushing out products that are not where I want it to be. So I thought social media is the perfect place for me to have a middle ground and have best of both worlds. Yeah.
So do you do customized orders, or people just order off from what they see on your Instagram account?
Because I'm trying to find my recipes, I don't have the time to do customized stuff, but I do want to. I really do. And that's where people always ask me, what kind of cakes are you selling? What's your USP, right? And then I always go, I want really good quality cakes, really good quality dessert, because you're putting in your mouth. They always say dessert's sinful, but what if I make dessert sinfully good? Like, then it'll be really awesome. So I always make sure that whatever ingredients I put inside are really, really good ingredients. Like my Chinese New Year cookies, they're hand carried back from Taiwan, the sesames, and we find the best breed of things, because Taiwan is an agricultural country, so they have really good agricultural stuff. So we find really good stuff that we can actually put in our desserts and everything. I can customize you a dessert table. I can customize you a cake. I don't make fondant cakes because that takes a lot of time. I'm not saying they don't taste good though, but I think my fondant cakes won't taste good, so that's why I don't want to make fondant cakes. I can customize in terms of, you can tell me what flavors you want. I can try to make it for you. It's fun for me. But in terms of how it looks, I'm trying to keep it classy. So yeah.
Very French.
Very French. Yeah. Oui.
Oui. So where do you foresee yourself and your business within the next 1 year?
1 year. 1 year is a good time since it's New Year's. It's
Yeah.
New Year resolution.
Uh-huh.
I would like to be able to come up with a really good. That's a good question. I didn't really think about that. I want to start a central kitchen. I don't think I want to do a retail store. I think a central kitchen would be good for me to mass produce my items, so I don't have to overcrowd my dining table with everything. And my oven's tiny, and it's really just it's hard work because it's bake, cool, wash, bake, cool, wash. And if you did it in bulk, I think I'll be less stressed and I can think of other stuff. So I think a central kitchen would be good. Yeah.
Now, would you think that having a central kitchen might actually lower the quality because um, you mean I am assuming you're gonna hire somebody else to help you with the whole baking process, right?
Yeah. But if I stay at home, I will never grow. Yeah.
True.
So I think that's the process that I need to learn. Just hiring the right people. I'm quite the control freak, so I think I would know very well if I do hire someone, maybe one by one, so I'm able to train better and see how it goes. I will see. Next challenge.
He just got photo bomb.
Video bombed. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's left already. The shoes are okay. What? I lost my train of thoughts.
We talk about.
Okay, I know. So, what inspires you to start your own? What continues to inspire you throughout this whole journey? Because it's not easy to start out for sure.
It really isn't. I think a lot of my friends do their own startup and they always tell me, Giselle, it's hard work, are you sure? And I think when it comes to food business, it's funny how everyone eats food every day and they're always searching to have where to go for dinner, where to go for lunch. But F&B is one of the hardest industry because it is pure hard work. Some people tell me like, I cook better than I bake, but I refuse to open a kitchen because that's even more hard work than baking.
Yeah.
And you have produces that would spoil the next day because fresh produces, right? So it's a more liability than with baking stuff. So what are we talking about again? What inspires me? What inspires me is like just now when you came up to me and you told me I really like what what I ate, and that's exactly what I want. Like people liking what I eat. That just makes me so happy. And if they don't like it, they won't buy it, and I would know. I'm not trying to create a new trend or a fad. I'm literally trying to create food that you really like to eat and you feel like, oh, I'm really craving for cakes, or ooh, that was really refreshing. Like, that's something that I really want, and so that really inspires me. It's just people liking it, and then they come back to me like, oh, I really like this other chocolate cake. Then I'll ask, oh, what kind of chocolate cake is this? Like, oh, it's light, it's a little bit of this. Like, okay, why not, let me try to make that for you, and then why don't you tell me what you think about that? And I think it kind of pushes me and my boundaries and everything. Yeah.
I think we can safely attest that your lemon meringue tart and your passion fruit tart it's all gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's all
pretty
gone.
fast.
I only managed to eat one of each and it's finished.
Come back for dinner. Dinner second round. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nah, there's a limit, So what else do you have any other side projects besides Oui Ooi?
Oui Oi's full time. I dream about cakes. Like, I have the weirdest dreams because I'm always thinking about cakes. I think once I had to deliver 4 lemon meringue tarts in the morning at 9. I think it's part of learning, right? So when you make lemon meringue tarts in like you have to multiply the recipe, it doesn't work the same way as you make one. So I had a bit of trouble when I had to make 4 at one shot. And I was a bit like kanchong about it, right? So I went to sleep, and then I dreamt that someone put char kway teow on top of my meringue tart. I woke up in the morning, I went to the fridge and I opened up the tart. I was like, okay, it's fine. And I was just like, why char kway teow? Like, I don't understand. Oh, anyway, so yeah,
The stresses
of startups. Yeah. It's a full-time job. If there's anything on the side, no, it's always trying to find out packaging, what's next. In bulk, you have to pre-order stuff, ingredients, where to find ingredients, like how to reach out, I have to post to Instagram today. I don't have time for Instagram. Like, it's just really, you're spreading yourself very thin, but it's fun. I mean, I like what I'm doing.
So before you started out, you said that you asked your friends for advice and they were also telling you, like, are you sure? So what are some of like the best advice that you've received so far? And the worst as well?
Wow. Best and worst. I think it's to grow your business organically. That was the best I've heard. People throw around the word organically a lot. I mean, there's organic food, but then the business organically, I saw it a different light because it's not about pushing it as a business, but pushing what you love and how you do it. Because if you go too big too fast and you spread yourself too thin, that's how businesses crumble. And that's why I'm taking the risk of opening a business, but I'm also really, really very conservative in starting it at home. So I think it's just going where I'm comfortable and not going where it's trendy. I think that was the good advice that I got. The worst advice, I don't think there's a worst advice. People like to give advice. I think what's worse is just how you see it. So yeah. So.
Okay. So what do you want to tell to younger entrepreneurs or people who are thinking of starting out? What advice would you give them based on what you have learned so far?
Oh, okay. I know exactly what to say. There's a quote by Voltaire that said, it might not be word for word, but it said, "Don't let perfection prevent the good." If you're so eager to be a perfectionist, to perfect everything around you, that you don't want to start something, you don't know what can come out of it. So I'm a perfectionist, so every single time I need to do something, I really need to push myself, and I'll try it. And it might not be what I want in mind, but hey, I know I can do this, then I know what I can do next. If I wanted to be a perfectionist and I'd be like, it can't be exactly what I want to do and I don't want to do it, then how would I know what I can do? So I think that's probably it.
Thank you for that very philosophical quote.
Sorry, it was too cheesy, but
no, it's
yeah.
not. I think it's very interesting, and you're right. A lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, I find that especially if we come from a corporate background, we're so used to the training that everything has to be perfect and on point.
Yeah.
That when we start out our business, we realize that we can't do everything perfectly. I'm not saying that we're cutting corners, but there are certain things that we do have to cut, like close one eye. For example, if I can't get my branding on a box, it's okay. We're just gonna get a white box and not care about the branding for that, one bit.
Yeah.
Right. So thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Do you have any last words? Shameless plugs. Welcome.
Chinese New Year's coming. I have really good cookies. There are sesame cookies and almond cookies. They come in really nice red boxes. So buy for your grandma, your grandpa, your whatever. Buy for your entire family. Just
how can we find
check out my Instagram. It's oui_SG. It's OUI_SG.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.